Good afternoon, Facebook. It is such an amazing day. It is Triumphant Tuesday, and I am so excited to be on here. Listen, I'm not going to be before you long, but I want you to like, share, tag, invite anybody you may believe may need to hear a word, may need to hear something that's going to get them to, that's going to elevate their mindsets, that's going to get them to where God would have them to be. I tell you, God has a plan for your life, and His plan for your life is to prosper you in every area of your life. Listen, today's topic is from trial to triumph. From trial to triumph. I know when we look at certain situations and we look at certain things in our life, we don't really understand the relevance that it has on how we move forward, on how we progress, on how we grow. If you look at society today, there's so much contingency upon being common, right? Or things looking the same, or things being the same, and there's no way to change or adapt. And sometimes it's a trial for us, and we don't know necessarily how to break that cycle, break that thing that's on the mindsets and on our hearts, and we sometimes don't understand that we have to go from trial to triumph. There's no way that you can be an overcomer. There's no way that you can be victorious if there is no obstacle to overcome, or there is no strategy to beat or to get to in order for you to become that thing in which you know you're already supposed to be, already supposed to walk in. So you go from trial to triumph. We got to understand that in order for us to grow, in order for us to elevate and get to the next levels in our life, in order for us to go from step to step, level to level, faith to faith, and grow in that particular area, there is going to be a trial that is going to be taking place. I tell you, it's almost like, you know, when you're actually looking to do something, or there's some infomercial about some new product, and they say for 30 days there's a trial period. Understand that there's some growth that has to take place in order for you to see that thing even manifest in your life, that change that you're truly looking for, the reason that you actually put yourself on that trial so you can see if that product worked. Well, let me tell you something, that's how life is. That's what happens when you go from a different perspective, when you go from a different mental capacity to from a mindset. You go on trial, and you go from that trial because you're trying to see, you're looking to see if that thing in which you're wanting to do is worth doing. And you go from that level, and you go from that place, and you think to yourself, is this trial working? And you want to see the manifestation of that trial. But in order for you to understand that there's triumph on the other side, you have to first identify that there's a trial to take place, that takes place. Let me tell you something. When you're looking at your life and you're looking to go from place to place, if you're looking to change careers, or if you're looking to become financially free, if you're looking to be in a marriage, then you have to go through a trial period, right? There's a dating period that takes place in that situation, and you're wanting to see if there are some characteristics that, in order for you to put yourself in a place to where you would want to make a connection or a covenant with this individual, there are some things that you have to do. You have to put yourself on a trial period. And then once you do that, you understand that there's another level that happens once you've overcome that situation, once you get to see that that manifestation is necessary for your growth, is there for you to benefit from, to benefit the other person. There's a partnership that has been gained, and when that partnership has been gained, and you go from trial to triumph, because you know that there's something greater, there's something more for you to do in that particular time period, I'm telling you, I'm giving you some nuggets because I want you to understand that in order for you to truly be triumphant, you have to go from trial to triumph. There's a trial period that takes place. There's a process that takes place in order for you to get to the next level of your life, in order for you to get to the next place in your life, in order for you to get to that place where there's freedom in your lifetime, in your life. There's a place for you to grow and elevate and adapt and change. There's a mindset shift that has to take place. And you have to understand that in order for that to happen, you have to go from trial to triumph. It is important for you to understand that there has to be something there for you to overcome, for you to step through. In order for you to get to the best places in your life, there is a trial. And so in order for you to see, let me tell you something, on the other side of the trial is the triumph. And what you have to understand, and there has to be a mindset shift. There has to be you have to understand that there is a process that happens when you go from trial to triumph. It's almost as though there are testimonials that taking place. If you look at people's lives in the Bible, let's talk about David, for instance. He had to overcome a bear. He had to overcome a lion in order for him to overcome the giant. So he went from trial to triumph in one area. Then he went from trial, and then he went to the area of Goliath. And you got to understand that as you begin to grow, not only in your faith, but in your life, in your finance, in your mental, in your physical, in your spiritual, in your careers, in your business, in your school, whatever it is that you're doing in your community, there's gonna be levels of trials